going to try this again. And hopefully, this time, there's actual sound. You know me, it's always a hot mess. Hello, 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 hello. These are not even plugged in. I don't even know why I'm trying it. So anyway, how's everybody going? Shit, here I go again. How's everybody doing? Does everybody notice my beautiful new backdrop? Yes. Carly, thank you very much. It is beautiful. And that says hello gorgeous behind me. And I know it's a little bright, and that's okay. It's okay. We are all a hot mess here, and it just really doesn't matter, does it? No, it doesn't. So, how's everybody doing on this lovely Thursday? I just left high school graduation. Yeah. No, my son didn't graduate. He graduated last year, but 4 of his best friends graduated tonight, and so that is why I'm a little melty. This is melty. The hair, humidity, it was a hot mess. Okay. So, what y'all been doing? Yeah, graduation was great. Everybody was all dressed up, and the school had an absolute clusterfuck over there. Yeah, I don't know what these people are thinking about this whole clear bag policy. It doesn't do any good. The clear bag policy is stupid. The only people that bring bags are women. And if you know any woman, you know we can hide anything in any way, whether it's a clear bag or a black bag. If we want to get something in, y'all are screwed. Okay? Clear bag policy needs to be taken off the table. I'd rather have a no bag policy than a clear bag policy. And if you're going to have a clear bag policy, put it on the tickets. Duh. All those little grannies in the parking lot with their big old satchels, having to take them all the way back. Plus, you couldn't even park in the school parking lot. You had to park 4 miles down the road and walk. But I digress, because that's not what this show is about. Okay. Actually, what I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about tonight was mental health. Let's talk about mental health for a second. Because this is something I don't do well in, like, at all. The females on my mother's side of the family have a history of mental illness. My mother was diagnosed manic depressive when I was 15 years old. So kind of always had it in the back of my head that, you know, I could be crazy. Well, guess what? I am. I'm a card-carrying member. Yeah. So, I don't. Certain situations I handle okay, and then other situations I do not. I have my own insecurities. I am a female. We all walk around feeling insecure about something. I don't know a female that's just completely secure in their own skin, 100,000%. But I struggle. I struggle with demons. One of my favorite bands, or my ultimate favorite group, is Shinedown. And if you know, you know. And my monsters are real. Okay? They are 100% real. And they live in my head. and I deal with them on a daily basis. Like, have you ever woke up in the morning and just thought, I could just get in my car and drive 100 miles an hour off the nearest cliff, and nobody would care. That's my world. That's where I live. Um, I used to be more purposeful. I had a purpose. I don't anymore. My purpose is left. Um, I am a mom. I am a wife. And my dad lives next door, so when he needs me, I take care of him, but that's only if he needs me. He still gets around really well, so it's not that he needs me. Um, but he's my dad. And we lost my mom 5 years ago, so he's been by himself. He has a girlfriend. She's absolutely fantastic. And if it wasn't for Bonnie, I don't know what my situation with my dad would be. I think it would be very different. So Bonnie has been a godsend to my dad and to me. But my mental health is it's a daily struggle. Every day I wake up and I have to get my head straight and make the decision that it's all good. It's I don't know if it's because of my childhood. I didn't have a great childhood. My childhood was traumatic at best. Not because of my parents, not because of our, um, family life, home life, but the dynamic between my brother and I was not healthy. He resented me from the day I was born. They brought me home and he took one look at me and was like, no, this ain't gonna do. And he tried to get rid of me for like 16 years. Shoving Fritos down my throat when I was an infant, trying to push me down, keep me from walking. It was like that my whole childhood. And if he was here right now, he would dive into this and be like, "You're just a liar. That's bullshit. We had a great childhood growing up. We were great siblings." And da 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 da. No, we were not. As a matter of fact, I didn't even have a relationship with my brother until high school, and I guess we just kind of decided that if I don't know, it was just okay in high school. I don't know why it changed at that point in our lives, but it did. And then he left, went into the military, came back, and by then I had kind of started my own path without him. But yeah, so I don't know if it's trauma from my childhood or just shit that I went through growing up. I mean, it started early at 15. I had a very good friend that committed suicide by shooting himself in the head. Um, it was devastating to my class. It was just devastating. I mean, at 15 years old, you just don't expect to have a friend. And this was in the 80s. I mean, suicide was just not something that was talked about very much back then. And so it took us all like, wow, it was a blow. I had never been to a funeral like that before where literally hundreds and hundreds of people showed up. I witnessed, I saw so many things. Drunk driving accidents were every weekend. Every weekend. Because, I mean, I grew up in a rural town and a small town, South Mississippi, about an hour and a half from the Gulf Coast, just to give y'all some clarification as to where the hell I'm at. But I don't I don't know where how I feel in my head stems from. I don't know where it comes from. I'm assuming that it's just hereditary and that it's, but I get triggered. That I have anxiety and depression and I get triggered. Now, fast forward to 10 years ago, I had a terrible car accident and it led me down this road of leg pain. I started having leg and foot pain. I didn't know what it was coming from, and uh, they assumed I broke my tailbone in the car accident. And even though they did a C-spine and all that, they took a few X-rays. They didn't see anything. I had caused some damage to my lower back, and so I have a bulging disc that's pressing on the sciatic nerve. It's causing me to have neuropathy in my feet. So I had a doctor that put me on Neurontin, which I guess the generic is gabapentin for that. And the doctor, every time I would go in and we would talk, the pain was progressively getting worse and worse. And I didn't know what to do. And all he would do was just increase the dose of Neurontin that I was on. Okay, so fast forward 3 or 4 years, he's just increasing, 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 increasing. And 5 years ago, I was taking, and yes, I want all of y'all to hear what I'm saying. I was taking 5,400 milligrams of gabapentin, Neurontin, every day. You heard me right. 5,400 milligrams of Neurontin every day for years. Now, first and foremost, if you're not familiar with the drug, it is a very strong drug. It's for nerve pain. The drug was developed for seizure patients. And so it's strong. Like, my mother-in-law can take one and she'll be out for 72 hours. Like, groggy, sleepy, just can't function. And I worked every day. I was highly functioning, just, every day. So I don't know what's going on with my brain, but it has very high tolerance to medication. My body does. Always has. So last year, I made the decision, because of all the side effects of the Neurontin, because it has horrific side effects, I decided I wanted to get off the medication. So I went to my general doctor, my general physician, and I said, I want to end this. I want to find out what the problem is. So here we go on my medical journey to find out what's actually going on, what's causing the pain, and let's get it fixed. Okay, so long story short, I get on the right medication for the proper diagnosis of fibromyalgia, which is Lyrica. So I take 300 milligrams for that every day now, morning, noon, and night. It seems to be controlling the fibromyalgia. Chef's kiss, perfect. And I'm still taking 300 milligrams of Neurontin in the morning and 300 milligrams of Neurontin at night. And this combination seems to control the fibromyalgia and neuropathy pain that I have. Do I still have pain? Yes. I live with chronic pain every day of my life. Every day. and some days are worse than others. And between the chronic pain, my ADHD, I have trouble sleeping. Um, and let's put some icing on the cake here, menopause. Because I'm 50 and I had a hysterectomy when I was 35. So, yeah. And I'm married and I have a son. And I lost my mom 5 years ago. I think I'm crazy. I, I mean, I know that there's some loose screws up in the old noggin. But I try to keep them cinched in, like I keep my 10-in-1 right here. I shit you not, it's right here. For the old loose screws. Actually, that was for my backdrop, but that's beside the point. I just thought it was really kind of cool when I said screws loose, and I happen to have my 10-in-1 right here. I try to keep things light. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But mental health. Is very important. Because I know that getting up every day and feeling like I want to get in my car and drive 100 miles down the road or 100 miles an hour and drive straight off a cliff like Thelma and Louise. I'd do it in a heartbeat. I would. That's that's the world I live in my head every day. I wake up in the mornings and my husband's gone. I take care of my dog, my cat, and my son's doing his thing. He's at work or spending time with friends or working on his projects. And my dad's doing his thing. And I don't have any friends. Sorry. I don't have any friends. And it's my own fault. Um, I got married and I made a choice. And I don't know, maybe I'm just not that likable. I'm not a likable person. Maybe people just don't like hanging out with me. I don't know. But I seriously don't have any friends. I used to have a lot of friends. Um, and I think I isolated myself after my son was born because I didn't have any new mom friends, really. Everybody's kids were older. I was kind of a late bloomer in the kid thing because I didn't have Bear until I was 31. So, yeah, I never made new mom friends. I didn't go to the mommy and me classes and, stuff like that. And I mean, when you're working, you have work friends, but they're not friends that you like hang out with on the weekends and stuff like that. So, you know, I just don't have any friends. My sister girl, I mean, she's in Murfreesboro. I love her. I do. But she has her best friend. I don't know, I'm making myself depressed just talking about it, but Mental health, yeah, it's important. And if you have friends, talk to them. If you don't have friends, maybe you need to find a friend or get a therapist or talk to somebody. It helps. It helps to get it out. Um, so what I do is I scream at myself in the mirror and I shoot a lot of target practice. That's how I get frustrations out. But yeah, it's an interesting life when you have mental health issues, and you know, I can leave my house and I can talk to anybody and I can fake it till you make it. I can make anybody think that my life is just absolutely fantastic. And it is. If you, I mean, my husband provides for me. He takes care of me. I don't have any. I'm just a bill. That's all. I because I don't contribute. I don't contribute to this family financially, like at all. I mean, if I went and looked for a job, I don't know what kind of job I'd look for. One of the side effects to all the Neurontin was brain fog, and because of the amount that I was on, my brain fog was like unmatched. I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't hardly form a sentence. I couldn't find the words. It was bad. It was just bad. And maybe just coming down from all that Neurontin, because I mean I was on 5,400 milligrams a day. Maybe that has messed with my levels, the chemical balance in my brain. I don't know, but yeah, I have. I struggle every day. Every day is a struggle for me. So for it, this is not really like a podcast. This is more like a vlog of my life. Is what it's turned into, and I can only hope that because I have no answers. I'm not giving y'all any answers. I'm just talking. So you can comment if you're struggling with the same stuff I'm struggling with. Maybe we could talk. You need somebody to talk to? I'll talk to you. Maybe we can figure some shit out. Maybe we can solve the world's problems. Who knows? But I just, if somebody had reached out to me and said, hey, I feel the same way you do. Let's talk. Let's chat. Oh, I'd have been thankful just to have somebody to talk to. Because my husband gets sick of hearing it. Oh, God, does he get sick of hearing it. And I don't even talk to him about it anymore. It's not his problem. It's not my son's problem. It's not my dad's problem. It's not anybody's problem. It's mine. It's mine alone. And so that's why I don't like to put it off on anybody else. I don't want. If you don't struggle with mental problems, mental illness, stress, anxiety, depression, any of that, I am so happy for you. So happy. It sucks. It's debilitating sometimes. It's good to have a good support group around you if you have one. Make friends. Just, I don't know. I don't have any answers tonight. I wish I did. I wish I was a licensed therapist and had all the answers. But it's kind of funny because when you do go to therapy, it's like they provoke you. They want you to talk. You start talking, but you start looking for answers. Help. They don't want to give you any help. They want you to help yourself, and I know that they're just trying to make you think about things and to work them out yourself, but I don't know, if I'm paying for something, I want some help. So I don't see therapy as like an answer for me. I don't think that's the answer. I don't know what the answer is. I think it's just there. I think it's just part of who I am. Anyway, well, I hope that this episode finds everybody doing really, really well, living their best life. I love everybody. I love each and every one of you. And until next time, peace, love, and rock and roll, bitches.